Good morning, folks, or afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the world, of course. We'll just get Facebook on board, and then we'll try and work around about Charlie Cat, who's decided to take up residence in my lap today. We'll try and work around about Charlie Cat, who's decided to take up residence in my lap. Today. Right, that's Facebook on board. Good morning, everyone. Oh, Charlie Cat's decided to get done. That's a wee bonus. That means I'll be able to pick up my notebook. But I have been learning to work round about Charlie Cat because he's taking up my workspace. As he's taken to lying on the table, I have two desks. One in front of me, where you guys are sat, the camera, the computer, and this one where I normally take my notes. And as people will know, who know me, Davey takes notes on everything. Absolutely everything. So if we got a PDF file out, I'll be taking notes on section I'm working on, section I'm cross-referencing it with, why I'm cross-referencing it. I'll take notes on all these things, you know. It makes it easier when you're working your way through things like PDF files and documents. Right, anyway, so I'm getting used to working round about the cat because he's always climbing all over me. Right, there seems to be a fair few years battering in the door this morning. Now, for DJ Marty Moo, who's been a bit heightest this morning, the average height of a Scotsman, according to Scottish Government data, is 5'8". The average height, according to AI, is 5'9", and the average height of a Scottish woman is 5'4". I'm 5'6.5" and 5'7" with my boots on, so I'm not that wee. All right. Anyway, good morning, folks. Morning, Barbara. Morning, Jeanette. Morning, wee Bud. Morning, Harry. Morning, Save Grangemouth. Who else is in? I see Martin the Hibbies there this morning. Alistair. Hi, Jane. First of the Facebookers in this morning. Akis. Christina. Lenny. Who else we got? Jim. And I'm loyal to Scotland only. Morning to you. DJ Marcy Moo's there. I see DJ Marty's there. Hi Gary, hi Lenny. Hi June. Hi George. Graham, how are you this morning? Right, we're almost at the 100 mark. We'll soon be getting this thing underway. Hi Sandy, Mark. Carol. And that says right up at the top again. We'll get to zoom this back down the page. Yes, we should say good morning, everyone. Time to get this underway. So Sunday Truck Davey out the truck, not home, in his office in Salford, North Lanarkshire on the 18th of the 2nd, 2025, where it is a dull morning, cold as well, 3 degrees, but dry. So that's always a bonus. That's what the weather's like here in Salford, North Lanarkshire. If you want to know what the weather's like where you are, look at your own bloody windy. Alright, let's pitch up and get this thing underway. Okay, first up this morning is the Rancid record, so I won't be putting it up. And it has, that putrid hospital killed my baby. It can't happen again. Sad story about the Queen Elizabeth University Hospital in Glasgow, where there were some problems when it first opened with air and water quality, apparently. Obviously, no the fault with the NHS, no the fault of the government, engineering fault. But anyway, 80 babies became infected with what they call a hospital-borne infection. You know, most hospital-borne infections are actually brought into hospitals with visitors and staff. But in this case, it was pipes, apparently, or air conditioning. 80 children were affected, and unfortunately, 2 passed away. So it is a sad story. It is Really sad. But it's not a putrid hospital. The Queen Elizabeth University Hospital in Glasgow, better known to Macy's as the Southern General, is the biggest hospital in Europe. It's also one of the best teaching hospitals in Europe. It's established itself as one of the best teaching hospitals in Europe within a couple of years of opening. And the campus itself is fucking massive. And all the disciplines are on that campus. All the disciplines, right across medical fields, they're all on that campus. Neonatal, oncology, the whole bloody lot. Everything's there. And it's a fantastic facility. It is, but as I say, there were some problems. They have been sorted out. And unfortunately, these problems led to some children becoming very, very ill, babies becoming very, very ill. And unfortunately, two of them didn't make it. It is tragic. But hospital-borne infections do happen. They're not as common here in Scotland anymore, thanks to Nicola Sturgeon, but they do happen and will happen again in the future. And there will be tragedies come out of them. There always is. It's a bloody sin, but it's the truth. That is the truth. Right, let's move on. Next up is the Scotsman. I'll put it up. Probably at the bottom here. Here we go again. Try to find the bloody thing now. Here we go. The Scotsman. This is an interesting one. Starmer calls for US backstop to deter Russia. PN warns European leaders. Allies must take a responsibility. Now, what's this story about, folks? I'll hear you ask. Well, Starmer's calling for the US to be a backstop, and the rest of Europe will put in a peacekeeping force after a peace has been declared between Russia and Ukraine. It's a bit premature, Starmer. For a start, there's no deal being brokered, and according to the Ukrainians, they're not accepting any deal where they're not around the table. So, all this talk about peace is fucking premature. And the one people that nobody seems to be talking about their futures, is the Ukrainian people. I've been absolutely flabbergasted watching this unfold. Zelensky's been told by the Americans there's no place at the table for the Ukrainians. And the Russians have told the European leaders there's no place at the table for you. Apparently Trump and Putin think they can just carve up fucking Europe. Who do these prats think they are? They maybe want to listen to Zelensky and the Ukrainian people. That would be a good fucking starting point. Wow. You know, next up the Herald. And it tells us that there is no exodus of private school pupils in the Scots capital after VAT hike. Didn't know VAT had went up, I just thought it had been imposed on the private schools. I didn't know that it was an inflated rate of VAT they were paying as well. But you don't expect you don't expect your language coming out of the fucking rag with the Herald. VAT hike. VAT hike. Didn't know VAT was going up. I knew it was being imposed on these schools. Right, moving on. The scum has NHS tragedy claim. Mum, putrid hospital killed my baby. And that's the same story that was running in the record. It's a sad story, but hospital-borne infections do happen. In fact, if you want to go into your local NHS boards, there's actually a page dedicated to it. You'll find it anywhere on these islands in any NHS area. So you will. Right. The loony rag the Express has been off-sensible on our arses. This isn't normal for the loony rag the Express. I'll put it up. The right-wing loony rag the Express is running on Labour's cruel cut to winter fuel payments is branded a national scandal. It's not a national scandal. It's a statewide scandal. When are these people going to get into their fucking heads that the UK is not a country? It's not a nation. It's a state made up of four component parts who are supposed to be equal partners in the bloody endeavour. It's not a country. It's a state. So it's not a national scandal. It's a statewide scandal. Anyway, apparently 3 out of 4 OAPs living in cold fucking homes. That's even worse here in Scotland. I don't mean numerically. I mean because we're that energy rich, it should be costing us fuck all to warm our homes. Nothing. But they say the Express has got all sensible on their arses. Except for the fact they say national scandal, they say a statewide fucking scandal. These people are too fucking stupid to know the difference between a state and a country. Wow. So that's a loony rag the Express with the road for ease. Next up at Times. And the Times has Ukraine needs US safety pledge, Starmer tells Trump. As if Trump's fucking listening to Starmer. Neither Putin nor Trump is listening to anybody. They're not listening to Ukrainians saying there's no fucking peace deal without us being there and negotiating it ourselves. And you've got Russia telling Europe to butt fucking out. Nobody's listening to the insignificant twat that is Juan Kia. Wow. And the Telegraph has, we'll see if I go to the Telegraph this morning, because this one's quite important. And most of the loon balls down that road or anywhere across these islands won't have heard this and won't know about this. Germany rejects PM's Ukraine peace plan. The German Parliament last week invoked Article 150, Paragraph 2 of their constitution, putting Germany on a war footing because of what's going on and the danger of Putin, because he's not stopping. And if Trump negotiates a peace deal where he gives huge swathes of Ukraine away, the Germans know it'll only be a year or two before fucking Putin starts again. But if the Daily Telegraph had been paying fucking attention and actually putting real stories on the front fucking pages, they'd know that Germany last year invoked Article 150, Paragraph 2 of their constitution and went onto a fucking war footing. Idiots! And they're not paying attention. Fuck's sake. No wonder the press is failing in the UK. Really? Do you think anybody will pay attention to these things? So you would. And sorry folks, if you didn't know that, the Bundestag last week invoked Article 150, Paragraph 2 of the Constitution. Germany is now on a war footing. For fuck's sake. Right, the National has. I'll put it up, just because I always do. No, I'm not impressed with what's in it today, but never mind. Here we go. The National has. Correct Vance's lies, MSP tells US Embassy. Millions of people will have seen his grossly misleading claims about Scotland, says Mackay. MSP. But the top story there is more interesting to me. Former aide warns probe, meaning Scottish, meaning probe into Scottish, Trump Scottish businesses, is a bad idea. Bad idea for who? Trump? A bad idea for us. Done anything fucking illegal. We'll seize his assets and boot his ass out of the country and tell him not to come back. Or he'll be facing charges. Simple as that. But telling the US Embassy to correct Vance's lies, not going to fucking harm. Imagine trying to convince a world that the Scottish government tell people living within the buffer zone not to pray in their houses. These Americans are nut jobs. Nut jobs. In God they trust. If there is such a fucking entity, it certainly doesn't trust the Americans. We've a rant of the day, folks. But the madness in the press. I mean, fucking Starmer. Need a US backdrop. Need a European peacekeeping force. There's no fucking peace being declared and there's no going to be. Unless the Ukrainians are involved. Fuck's sake. Right, where are we? The eye has. Let's put it all. Britain braced for more cuts to boost defence spending over Ukraine crisis. What are they going to cut? The people are already fucking starving. Institutions and departments of government are 40 fucking bits. Infrastructure's 40 fucking bits. And in order to pay for these increases in defence spending, you need to invest. Cutting's not the right way to go about it. Fucking idiots. Economic illiteracy, I keep saying it. I keep saying it. And it's true. Absolutely true. The Metro has. I'm not putting it up because I don't have it. The Metro has. Well, that's often a flight of fancy, to be honest. US to start peace talks with Kremlin. The Storm Offensive. PM embarks on mission to seize once in a generation chance to swap Russia. What's that language? Swap Russia. Russia could swat the UK like a fucking fly, like any insect actually. And Storm Offensive, meaning Charm Offensive, sees once in a lifetime, once in a generation, chance to thwart the Russians. Oh, what a pish. Starmer's nae spine. Never mind. Fucking stone up to anybody. Yeah? Mental. Right, what's the Daily Fail Goat for us today? This one wasn't in any of the paper reviews and it wasn't in them for a good reason. There's a stooshy about to start, I believe. But these headlines are fucking... Ian Murray's trying to drag us into culture wars, a wee prick. There. As John Swinney faces growing anger over single-sex spaces. What fucking anger? Nobody in my street talking about single-sex spaces. Nobody in my village talking about single-sex spaces. Oh, excuse me. Secretary of State for Scotland issues unprecedented demand. Wee Murray, demand. Nobody even notices a wee prick exists. Demands. Do you want to slap him, man? Shut up, you spanner. It's time for SNP to queer up gender cares. I'll queer it up for him. I identify as a wardrobe. I demand that there's a space left in the corner of the room next to the other wardrobes where I can stand while I'm hanging clays on myself. There you go. Fucking gender stooshy. There's no stooshy. Nobody's interested in it. Nobody's talking about it. So there's some sort of industrial tribunal going on at the moment between a nurse and a trans doctor. Let the legal system sort it out, That's what they're there for. Interpreting the fucking law. Wow. try to drag us into this fucking culture war pish. Off you go, Daily Fail. Off you bloody well go. The nonsense in the press today has been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And that brings us on to the Star, which is going to give us all a wee smile. It always does. But this really made me smile. So I'll put it up because I like silliness. And this is absolute silliness. Here we go. Vegan party over as Gen Z's going bonkers for bangers. The age of the sauce age. There you go. So apparently Gen Z are keen on the sausage. Marvellous stuff. I like a wee sausage myself. A wee square sausage. As long as it's well spiced. Mr. Milligan yesterday wasn't happy with his long sausage. Said it was crap. I said, well, go elsewhere, you bam. Buy your long sausage. Yeah. So apparently Gen Z like the sausage. We really needed to know that, didn't we? Gen Z's old enough to look after them fucking selves. Well, it's been one of the days, folks. I've been ranty as hell. It's been fun. So it is. The nonsense in the press has been fun the day. Starmer demands this. Starmer's going to do that. Need US backstop. There's no fucking peace yet, you muppets. And the way Putin and Trump are behaving, there's no peace that's fucking coming. It's wider conflict. Hope your children are ready to get their fucking boots on. Because that's what's coming with these two fucking loon balls. Mere conflict. But Starmer, he's off in a flight of fancy, the wee fuckhead. And as for Ian Murray demands, nobody even notices if he has been nobody. Exists. Yeah. Ian Murray's just another wee wankia. So he is. Ian Murray demands. I can just imagine this when the door stops swinging. Ian Murray demands that you do something about this gender scandal. John will probably say to them, who the fuck's Ian Murray? Because that's the reaction you get for the rest of them. You're there in the street in Scotland and ask anybody who Ian Murray is. they'll all be taking a guess at a football fucking team somewhere. Or a sports or as an athlete or something like that. That would be the answer. You're there and stop 100 people and ask them who Ian Murray is. Not one of them a fucking clue. Ian Murray demands. Brilliant. Hey, the press has been good today, folks. Yeah, it's got the blood pressure up a wee bit. Now who spanked the monkey? Keep it clean. Yeah, the wee wanky, that's for sure. Insignificant wee run. Nobody even notices he exists. As I say, you out in the street and doorstop 100 people here in Scotland ask who Ian Murray is. There's only the nerds like me who would know who he is. Nerds like you guys. Everybody else would be like, who he? Who he? That's what's going to happen when the press doorstop John Swinney. Ian Murray demands, who the fuck's Ian Murray? Right, that's it for the day. I'll be back tomorrow day all again. Let's hope the press is as entertaining tomorrow as it was this morning. Trump and Putin are meeting today. Give Trump a wee bit of advice. Trump, don't drink the fucking tea. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, please, guys. Look after yourselves. If I've missed any super chats, I'm terribly sorry. But they're too busy being riled up or having a laugh a day. Look after yourselves. See you tomorrow.